welcome to today's episode of T-SARP. I'm your host, Andrew Weir, and today I have my co-host, Sam, on the line, and we're going to be talking about our website got hacked. It's not clickbait.
Hi.
Yeah, he's there too. Yeah, so it's a very interesting story, so stick to the end because there's a plot twist. Probably not, but there's a plot twist. Um, so let me start off by saying it was a lot of fun. Like, you would think, like, website getting hacked, like, oh no,
You
problems.
were stressed.
I was stressed when I thought it was someone in our school. Because, like, if it was you, Sam, I would have been angry. But the
Mhm.
plot twist changes everything. So, yeah. So, yeah, I was stressed. So it all starts yesterday. Okay, if you're listening on the day this episode got released, it happened yesterday, January 3rd. And we were in second period. It was technology, so I did nothing because I already finished everything. So I was just sitting there, and then I log on to the website. And oh no, I think it even started a little before that. I went into one of our coding teachers at Hauppauge Middle School, school's room, and Mr. Ferrara, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I made a bunch of updates. It's looking good." And he went on to it, and all the text for the active tab was just wrong. Like someone had obviously gotten in and changed it. So the first thing I thought was, "Oh, my friend Steven or my friend Joseph, they got in." They were just messing around. So I went to tech and they were like, no, we didn't do anything to do with it. So I fixed it. I kind of didn't think much about it until it happened again. Someone changed it again. And I was like, oh, okay. So I immediately was like, what do I do? So I fixed it. Then I tried to change the password. They got in again. And I was like, what is happening? So this happened for a good 20 minutes. I was just fixing it and trying to remove the cookies, all that stuff. Nothing was happening. And from the start, the creation of the website, I knew of a vulnerability in it and I knew how to fix it. But if you don't know me, I'm lazy. Throwing that out there. So I told Mr. Ferrara, I'm like, but I don't think anyone's that smart to do it. I was like, I'm like, I know how to do it, but I'm like, there's like one or two people in the school that I know could probably do it, but probably won't even care and won't think of it. So I just, now it's fixed. So if you go looking for it, it's fixed. But yeah, so
It's hopefully fixed.
So I was like, what is going on? I was panicking. I was like, okay, I changed the password. I got rid of cookies. I think it's done. I think I fixed it. Someone must have just guessed the password. I have no idea. I think they're out. So, we were all good. I went to math class and I was sitting with Steven and I log on to the website and sure enough, it's broken again. I was like, oh no, this is not stopping here. So I try to quickly fix it. Nothing's happening. Like I fixed it, then they did it again. And it was just back and forth all day. And then I get to lunch and I'm like, okay, I think it must be someone in the school. So I go to lunch where everyone in the grade would be. And I'm looking around and I quickly fix it, right? And then I'm like, okay, these are all the coding kids sitting right here. Everyone that is smart enough to possibly do this. So I was looking and everyone was just normal. Like, no, like it was broken.
Okay,
It just
so
like
normal on their normal, but we're still extremely weird. I just like to make a note of that.
Yeah, make note of that. So like everything, so I quickly fixed it. Sure enough, 10 seconds later, broken again. And I was looking, no one had done it. So I was like, I don't understand. Now, the only thing throwing me off was that they had mentioned your name, Sam, by name. And not just Sam, but your full name, which I still wonder where they got that from. But I guess we
not
mentioned it.
Many people can spell my name right.
I guess I spelled it like in the title of one of the episodes. I don't know. So anyway, so that was throwing me off. So I was like, it must be someone from Hauppauge if they can spell your name right. So I go to Miss Thompson's room. We're trying to fix it. We're trying to put a tracker on logging in, but the school was blocking our trackers. So I couldn't get it working. And then I just forgot about it. I was like, I'm gonna keep it broken. Then I'm gonna go home tonight and I'm gonna set up a real tracker. So I got home. I logged into the website. It was still broken. I set it all up. I'm not gonna tell you how because that might be another vulnerability. But basically, anytime you clicked on the login button and it worked, it would send me your IP address, location, and time you did it. So then it was just a waiting game. It was all fixed, and I was just waiting for someone to do it. So the next day, nothing happens first period, it stays the same. I was kind of like, oh, maybe this is the end. And I was kind of annoyed because I was like, well, I guess I'll never catch this person. And sure enough, second period, like at 9:30 ish, someone had logged on. They hadn't even broken anything. They just logged on, looked at it, and didn't do anything. So then I had gotten their IP address, the time, but it had blocked their location. So I was like, that's kind of annoying, but I have a lead now. I can look up what this IP address is. So I look it up in an IP tracker. And sure enough, it comes from no place but Mineola Public Schools. I was like, no. I was like, not in, like, I couldn't believe it because it was kind of something we were throwing around in the back of our minds. Like, could this be another school trying to get in? And we were like, no, that's kind of crazy. The only way is through TSARP. And we're like, they found out, like, how else would they know about it? So we're like, that would be hard for them to do. But then sure enough, it came up Mineola and we knew exactly how they had done it. So once I got out of math class, I ran down to Mr. Ferrara's room. I told him. He thought it was as crazy as I did, but it was right there. And yeah, so then from there, it was kind of just a waiting game. Mr. Ferrara had contacted the Mineola. I guess, I mean, the people that I will mention in a second can correct me on this, but I think it's one of their coding teachers. I'm not completely sure. And sure enough, she had said, yeah, it was 3 kids. I guess technically 2, but there's another third one I'll mention. So,
well, that third kid.
Yeah, that third kid that no one really thinks about. So, the first kid, Grant, mischievous, funny. I don't know anything about him. I'm just making up random traits. So he had found the website. I believe they all are listeners at TSARP, so I assume you're listening. I don't know. So he had found the hi. So he had found the password, and we were like, so he then, I guess, didn't want to mess anything up because I don't know if he had morals or something, but the next kid didn't. So then Nox came around. By the way, Nox, I'm pretty sure is his alias on Kidoyo. I'm not sure what his real name is. That might be it. I'm not sure. I don't know. Mineolans are weird. No offense. Yeah. So he didn't have morals. So he logged right in and changed the info. So that's when it all started, I guess, second period. And it was so weird. And then the third kid, who I guess just did it too, or I don't know, he's in the story. His name is Z-Man. He requested to join the community, and I find this really nice. His request was, I want to join for in brackets. I hope I don't need to actually go to Hauppauge. And so it was really funny because a lot of people request and just say oh yeah, I go to the school, but at least he was honest. At least he was like, no, I just want to be a part of in brackets.
Did he get accepted though? That's the problem.
No, we denied him immediately.
Dang it.
But I guess that came after the fact because Mr. Ferrara told me about that attempt, but said, no, I don't think it's connected until we got this info. So yeah, so Grant, Z-Man, and Nox all teamed up. They got into the website. It was a lot of fun once we caught them. And it was fun kind of in the beginning when we were fighting back and forth. It's like Mission Impossible, but a lot more lame and only the hacking scenes.
Only from 12-year-olds. Yeah.
So here's the big news. Well, for everyone, for Grant, Z-Man, and Nox, not for you guys. So your work's impressive. We'll say that. Yeah, I could do it. I think it was more impressive if I found you, but it's fine. Whatever. You're smart. So I want to hear your side of the story. I think that would be really interesting if we could, like a POV. I just gave my POV. Now you can tell us how it was for you guys and give us an insight into Mineola. So we are inviting all of you, or if you're not all friends, then some of you, to come on the podcast. We're open anytime. If you've noticed, we just record these and go. So I'll put my Discord in the description. I mean, anyone can contact me unless you can verify your Grant, Z-Man, and Knox by giving me the password to the website. I will not. I won't talk to you. But if you can verify you're one of those 3 people, then let's get in contact. Maybe tomorrow we could film an episode with you guys and talk about how you did it and what it's like to lose to Hotpog many times. I forgot that I shouldn't say that. So
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening, and we will see you all and the 3 of our biggest fans, whatever, in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.